As the Student Programs Coordinator for the HSI STEM program, I would now like to share an overview of this grant and the opportunities we offer. The HSI STEM program is made possible through a 5-year grant funded by the Department of Education at CSULB. We work collaboratively with the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics and the College of Engineering to support incoming first-year STEM students at both the freshman and transfer levels. Here are the grant's goals. These goals center around STEM student retention, academic success and improvements, and eventually graduation. In other words, we want STEM students like you to take advantage of our support programs, stay in college, achieve academic success, and eventually graduate. Here are the names of the HSI STEM leadership and staff. Project Director and Principal Investigator, Dr. Eric Mourinhos, and then co-project directors Dr. Tracy Maples of COE and Dr. Christoph Slowinski of CNSM. And then, of course, Helen, myself, and Nancy. Pictured here is the team that works together. You'll see HSI STEM, and then also the team from COE, Marina Crawford, Katerina Spralia, and Liza Bledsoe, and then for CNSM, Valerie Bagley. As I mentioned earlier, the HSI STEM program offers first-year STEM student programming and activities that create a sense of connectedness to CSULB resources and the STEM community. Not only do we work with first-year transfer students, but also freshman students as well. Some of you may recognize and even applied to our summer STEM research program, Summer Bridge to the Beach. Unfortunately, this was canceled this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Hello, everyone. Today we will be discussing the importance of making connections to foster a STEM community and its larger role to ensure your student success with online instruction during COVID. My name is Dr. Eric Mourinhos, the Program Director to HSI STEM Si Puedo project at Cal State University, Long Beach. I'm also an associate professor in chemistry in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. I'm also proud to share with you that I'm a local product, having been raised in East Los Angeles and then attending Cal State University, Los Angeles, where I attained my baccalaureate and master's degree. I've been faculty at CSULB since 2003. I would now like to provide the opportunity to meet Ms. Lark Crumpler, our HSI STEM Programs Coordinator. Lark?
Thank you, Dr. Marinas. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bienvenida. And I'm Lark Crumpler, the HSI Student Programs Coordinator, and I'm thrilled to be with all of you, albeit virtually today. So I'm going to start the presentation by sharing with you our theme statement. At CSULB, I belong to a STEM community who supports my academic success. So this is the theme statement for your STEM student. They belong to a STEM community who supports their academic success. Throughout today's event, you will hear a variety of references to the importance of our CSULB STEM students connecting to their STEM community. Now more than ever, as a CSULB student, STEM student, maintaining that critical connection to those who will steer you along your successful academic journey will serve you well, not only on your path to graduation, but also well into your future career. At HSI STEM, we strive to cultivate that distinctive sense of belonging to something greater, something sustaining and supportive that will carry students through the ever so challenging academic journey to their goal, graduation. And we do that through building a STEM community. Community plays a central role both inside and outside of the classroom in supporting students and faculty members' work and well-being. Within the classroom, a sense of community among students and instructors fosters effective and inclusive learning environments. Outside of the classroom, a sense of community among students and their peers helps their learning, growth, persistence to degree completion, and psychosocial well-being. So what is the STEM community at CSULB? Think about your STEM peers, professors, and support personnel as that community to which you belong. So if we think about a community, it's a body of individuals who share a common history, society, values, interests, characteristics, or aspirations. Being a part of community helps us feel known, accepted, and of course, that sense of belonging. Within a community, we form supportive relationships based on trust, shared values, and common experiences. These relationships can support us in our everyday lives, especially in time of need. And such a time of need as this, right? A global pandemic wreaking havoc for all of us throughout the country. More specifically, as a student, COVID-19 has significantly affected your way of life, both personally and academically. Government mandated closures have required you to adapt to alternative methods of instruction and study. Having to unexpectedly leave campus life and consequentially disengage with your learning community, this may have felt stressful, frustrating, disappointing, boring, and or downright exhausting. All those feelings and emotions are valid. Everyone is experiencing this in their own way. So I ask you to think for a moment how the pandemic affected you and your family. Did you appreciate the opportunity to stay at home with your family or loved ones? Or were you the kind of student who enjoyed spending the day on campus and found the adjustment to be anywhere between annoying and excruciating? So now Dr. Marinez will share what we learned from you, our STEM students, during this transition. Dr. Marinez?
So I would like to share what we learned about the move to online instruction and how it affected our students. Our students had to quickly transition to learning from home, studying remotely, without direct access to the professors, advisors, or classmates, many without direct access to an academic support system. Students felt alone, frustrated, and fearful. The lack of connection to their campus community came a new challenge to bear. Students who may have already struggled academically, socially, or emotionally were feeling exponentially stressed and overwhelmed. Professors found it very difficult to connect with their students virtually, especially with videos turned off. They were just staring at blank screens. The challenge of educating students was witnessed across the United States. Here are some concerns that the research that was conducted informed us. For students, balancing family, household, and school responsibilities was very difficult. Many students lacked the necessary technology and internet connections. Students felt disconnected to their university, which included their friends, professors, and support staff. They also suffered mental and physical well-being. And then many were challenged financially, including food insecurity and the inability to pay for their housing and utilities. So knowing this, our HSI STEM team addressed these challenges by fostering supportive environments virtually due to social distancing mandates. So we did this by offering more academic, mental, and emotional support needed more than ever before. We also did this by integrating a significant amount of peer-to-peer support through summer workshops, orientations, individual and group gatherings, community building hours, which Lark will talk about in a moment, study groups, and virtual game nights. We also found and offered, through our peer mentors, opportunities for students to stay socially connected while socially distanced.
Dr. Marina's talked about community building hours. This slide shows some of the feedback that the students shared. They thoroughly enjoyed connecting and commiserating and bonding with other STEM students during these online gatherings. One student shared, I enjoyed being able to connect with people, especially since we're not physically on campus. It was a nice way of getting to know people that are in the same boat as I and being able to relate with them. And then as you see, another student expressed that they enjoyed the sense of community, exactly what we're talking about today. So yes, as STEM students, your peers are a lifeline to finding support and encouragement, but there are others in your STEM community who can and are very willing to lend a helping hand during your academic journey. Now, Dr. Marinez will share these vital resources with you. Dr. Marinez?
Before I do that, I would like to state that students more than ever have to champion their education by taking ownership. Some of the ways students can connect with their STEM community are by attending office hours and introducing themselves to the professors. Meet with advisors and discuss any academic challenges they may be facing. Learn about campus resources and programs. Meet peers and connect with any peer mentors. Form study groups. We also encourage students to work with academic coaches and attend tutoring hours sessions for your courses. We also encourage students to communicate with parents and family members about school. And finally, we encourage everyone to remain connected to me, the HSI STEM Director, and the HSI STEM team. We definitely recognize that family matters, that even little things can matter to get your student to graduation. I first want to thank you for being present. It is a testament to your support and value in your students' education. Lark will now share some key points on how you can offer support.
So as family members for the STEM students here at Cal State Long Beach, we encourage you to attend orientations and events like this. Right now, everything is virtual, but we do also offer in-person events, and your student is consistently kept informed and apprised of those events. You can provide ongoing support by calling, texting, sending care packages, just encouraging your student. Again, encourage them to spend time on campus when it's safe to do so. Engage them by chatting about their coursework, topics, and involvement. Get to know what classes they enjoy, which classes they struggle with, and help them to encourage them to talk to you about those struggles and what they're learning. And then finally, talk about both your needs and how you can best support each other along this important journey, especially now during virtual learning. It's super important for the students to establish a routine and establish a very successful learning environment. And that will entail talking to their family members and maybe even siblings that are at home as well, learning virtually. So the dynamic of the household has changed. And so the support also necessary has changed as well. So what to expect today? The goal of Bienvenida, our annual family welcome event, is to better inform audience members and create the social support necessary for STEM academic success. Today, you will understand the importance of connecting with your community, both at college and at home. You will hear about remote learning experiences and firsthand tips from freshmen and transfer students. And you will learn about helpful campus resources and other first-year STEM programs. This year's Bienvenida Family Welcome event demonstrates how student involvement and connections to their campus community, even virtually, are critical factors for student learning and success. First-year students who connect to the campus and its resources, to professors, advisors, other student leaders, to their parents and their peers, have a greater likelihood to persist and graduate from college. We invite you, the STEM student, and your family members to engage in today's program within each module and learn about the benefits of connecting to those within your STEM community. Like Dr. Marina said, we both want to thank you for your participation, and we hope to meet you someday soon in person. Thank you.